Hey, all good. We're live. Haha, brilliant. I'm glad everything seems to be working. Can you just give me a 5x5 people if you're watching? Just to make sure we're getting out there. Pretty sure we are, but one day I'm not going to check, and then it's going to be the day it all cocks up. So we're just waiting for everything to warm up. If you guys are watching the replay, hi, thanks for coming along. If you're watching live, awesome to see you guys here. We've got quite a few in the house already. We're waiting for someone to say, can you see and hear me? Oh, it's always a pain when this happens. It's 40 seconds already. So, yeah. Bloody hell, hot sauce. Jay, can you see and hear me all right? Yes. Marco, thank you. 55 seconds. Sorry about all that. Anyway, yes. I've been away for a while. I did do a couple of I think there were live streams and stuff a while back. But yeah, I thought, you know what? Rather than trying to think what video to do, I thought I'd just fill you guys in with what's been going on. It's only going to be a short live stream, but what I am planning to do is, I don't know, 2 or 3 live streams a day all the way through this week. So they could be anything from 10 minutes to an hour, etc. And there's going to be a live stream tonight, which I'm going to outlay my plans. So some cool things coming down the road. So watch out for the live stream tonight. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do and hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to participate in the live stream, which everyone loves to do. Of course you do. So that's awesome. So long story short then, I've done a prepper meet as I do every year. And I was packing away my stuff. And within an hour of packing it all and getting home, I was absolute agony in my back. So I really don't know how I did it, but I did. I'm still not through the woods yet, and that was 10 weeks ago, maybe 11 weeks ago, something like that. So a long time. So I went to A&E stroke minor injury units, which we've got here in the middle of Wales. The nearest A&E hospital from where I am in the middle of Wales, which is Bilf Wales, is Hereford. So yeah, long drive. And another one's over in Aberystwyth too, then Cardiff. So you got a long way to go to get to the hospital. So got that done, and they gave me some tramadol. They was worried that I could be addicted. I think it's an SOP, you know, standard operating procedure with people issuing tramadol. And then I was at codeine, and then I had some diazepam. Tramadol seemed to be the best of a bad bunch. It made me like really like monged out a bit. So I've been on those for a long time. Codeine hasn't done jack shit. Diazepam has done nothing at all. So yeah, that's been my life on painkillers with my back anyway. I did have crutches, which are over there. I'm off the crutches now, thank God. I have got a little walking stick, which I use now and again. I haven't used that for probably about a week. So it's starting to get better. But the problem is, even sitting down here, it's when I get up, it really hurts. I'll be very careful how I get up. So yeah, hospital 3 times. Rachel as well, she's gone to hospital, but that was to do with a virus, which you're going to go on to in a bit as well, which what happened. But one thing I did see in hospital, and it shocked me, right? And I don't know if you guys have heard stories about when you go into A&E, there's a distinct shortage of bed space. So in our situation, when we went to Hereford Hospital, we was one of 6 ambulances just waiting outside for 2.5 hours. We finally got in, and then we had a few things checked and blah, blah, blah. Then we got put into a room which is called fit to sit. So any of you guys have heard of fit to sit before? It's a weird one because I recently found out that once you're on fit to sit, you're off of all records and figures and numbers and etc. So you basically disappear off the hospital record. It's really weird. So that was a horrendous experience, sitting down in a plastic chair for 23 hours. Had to be discharged in the end. Just went because they was doing nothing. It was a frigging nightmare. I basically come to the conclusion that that hospital experience, well, that was to do with Rachel, not for me, but I went with her, of course. Felt like I was in Lebanon. It was that bad. This is the state of the hospitals which I've experienced. I don't know what you guys have had, if you've had the unfortunate situation where you've had to attend an A&E department and ended up an AEU, I forget what it was. They sort of abbreviated. It's so frigging American now. It's crazy. I can't remember what the abbreviations are. So that was crazy. I finally registered to a doctor since I've been to Wales. I've not needed the doctor, so I thought, what's the point in registering? But I have now, and I've got a few things to come. I've got some scans on my back, another scan for something else. I'm getting some blood tests done tomorrow. And they're going to be screening kidneys, all sorts of other weird and wonderful things which the doctors suspect I need to get blood checked for. So that's all been going on. So basically, yeah, I done my back probably what, the 14th, 15th of July, and I'm probably about 60-70% recovered. I'm still not fit enough to put a Bergen on and go off camping, but I'm itching. I'm really itching to get out there. I've been chatting with a good friend of me, Mike, Cheshire Wanderer, and we're going to try and get some bovvy videos under our belt done. So when my back's fully healed, that's going to be happening at some point soon. But this virus, wow, it's been what are we now, Tuesday? Yes, it's been just over 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So going to the hospital and all the rest of it, caught a bug. It's a nightmare. Rachel and I both had it. She's at home recovering, and I'm out here recovering. Her doctor's is where she is, and mine's where mine is. So it makes sense for us to be near our doctors. You know, from England to register as a temporary doctors, you can only get X amount of treatment. So she needed full treatment for all of the stuff that's going on with her. I'm not going to mention her issues because it's private. But yeah, we've both been through the mill. We've both been hanging on in there out here in Wales. It's been horrendous. Just basically been in bed for days, lost loads of weight, not eating much. This virus is really bad. I don't know if you guys have known anyone who's had this virus, but it's quite bad, all right? I'm quite concerned for the young and the elderly, okay, because I'm in week 3 and I've probably got another 3 or 4 days and I should be off the back of the virus. So it started off with cold sweats. You're absolutely sweating, you feel like you're burning up. I've been checking all of my temperature, and same as Rachel. I don't know about you guys, but I've done a poll. So let me know if you've taken part in the poll. And basically I said, do you take medical preps seriously? Thank God, 64% of you said yes, you do. And as part of my medical preps, along with all of the pills and potions and first aid kit, trauma care, all of that, I have got the temperature reader, so you put in your ear. I've got a stethoscope, so I can hear how the lungs are sounding. I've got a blood pressure bands that goes around your arm, and I've also got the blood oximeter as well, which you clip on your finger, gives you beats per minute and how much oxygen you've got in your blood. So I've been basically in charge of our obs whilst we was convalescing here in the cottage in Wales. But the cold sweats was crazy. You know, you feel like you're absolutely on fire, you're sweating everywhere, you're covering up. You take your temperature and it's 36. And it's bizarre, but you feel hot. You know what I'm saying? So the body aches, now they were the worst. For both of us, it felt like we had seriously bad pains in our kidneys, like frigging awful. Like, just say if any of you guys box or used to box, it's basically feel like a kidney punch, right? In both kidneys, it's been excruciating. So rehydration treatment is mandatory. I think we should all have stuff to manage our dehydration, because the stuff that your kidneys have to process, especially when you're on the medications that I've been on, tramadol, codeine, diazepam, paracetamol, all of that stuff, if you're not drinking much because you're under the weather, your kidneys have a lot to do, a lot to process. So it made sense to me to rehydrate both of us as much as possible. Now, a good thing which I can pass on to you guys, I think I've got it on my Amazon page. So if you click on the link below in my Amazon page, you will see it. It's a product called Liquid IV. Brilliant stuff. It was put onto me by a good friend in America, Ken, K-Jumper1. He sent me over a few boxes a while ago. I stashed them away. So I thought we need to rehydrate because our pee was really dark. Even though we thought we was drinking as much as we could, we wasn't. So it seems like this virus took a hold of our kidneys. That Liquid IV, I'm not joking, it's been an absolute godsend. I've tried a few rehydration therapies over the years, and Liquid IV, in my opinion, is the best. Strawberry flavour is the best. They do others, but strawberry's awesome. Put it into a pint glass, fill it up, stir it, neck the thing. You've only got to do it once a day, and it's absolutely turned our pee from really dark to almost crystal clear in a day. It's amazing stuff. Sore throat as well. Rachel had a sore throat a lot more than I did, but we both had blocked nose, runny noses as well. Now I've become deaf in my right ear. This reminds me of what happened in 2020, where I caught a virus. I don't believe it was the BS virus that was going around. But what happened to me is my ear, I can't remember if it's my left or my right ear, but when the virus was coming to its end, it was blocked for about 3 months. It was an absolute nightmare. And I've got tinnitus as well. So it's been frigging bad. All right. So that's what's happening with this virus that we caught. It also coincides, as it always does, you know, when the kids go back to school, coughs and sneezes spread diseases. It was bad. So that's why I haven't been posting content. My mate Mike Cheshire Wanderer sent me a message saying, you know, just try and do a few live streams. I said, mate, I'm so longed out. I'm in so much pain, and I just feel absolutely crap, you know, in bed most of the time. There's no way I want to put my face on camera. So it's taken all this time to feel at a point where I feel comfortable going in front of the camera. I'm not going to be like, oh, like this, monged out, snotty nose and coughing and sweating. It's just, no one needs to see that. So that's what's been going on. So that's it in a nutshell, really. So yeah, the back, you know, I'm probably the way things are feeling, I'm hopefully about 2 or 3 weeks away, my back's going to be okay. Fingers crossed. A friend of mine said, go and get a Thai massage. And I thought, that's a bit weird. I'm not sure how qualified these masseuses are. They probably make it worse. So hot baths with Himalayan salt. Now, lots of you said when I mentioned this before, use Epsom salt. Epsom salt's good, but from research, Epsom salt, all it has is magnesium. Now, I've chosen Himalayan salt. It has 38 trace minerals. Himalayan salt is way better for you than just a bit of magnesium in your water. Okay, that's my own thing. And if you guys wanted to try it, if you're a bit under the weather, there's a link on my Amazon page about where I got that. And I'm only going to be recommending the stuff that I've used. Okay, I'm not going to be saying, "I'll get this" when I've never used it. But I've got a big 5-kilo sack of that Himalayan salt, burnt through it, and it's been really good in helping my back. So I'm really chuffed to see the poll. 69% said you take your preps regarding medical seriously. 31% of you think it's not that important. Well, let me tell you this. If you found yourself, if you live on your own or whatever it is, or you just, you're a couple and you both come under the weather and you're both in lots of pain and you can't physically leave the house, please take a note from my experience. Have a think about it. Go and see what your medical box. Now, I've got it in a box, so it's all in one area. I know where it is. Things go bad, I'll get that and I'll go through it. And it's important to periodically check as well. Now, in my box, I've got paracetamol, ibuprofen, loads of them. A rule of thumb, which I've always done, is every time I go shopping, maybe a week or twice a week, maybe, every time I go shopping, I get a couple of boxes of paracetamol. They're only 30p, okay? Take them out of the boxes, put them in a Ziploc bag, and just put them in the prep. So I've got a couple of hundred. So I don't need to ever worry about going out there and getting paracetamol or any meds when I'm on my ass. It's a really good thing to do, people. And that's going to be pills and potions as well, okay? Lotions and potions. Another thing, Rachel cut herself recently. I think she had a bit of glass or something in her finger. Cleaned the wound up, and I put some Neosporin on there. Neosporin is excellent. I don't know why, but you can't seem to get it in the UK. You did a few years ago. For some reason, it looks like it's banned. I can't find Neosporin anywhere. Basically, it's antibiotics via a cream. So you cut yourself. You're not 100%. You're worried about infection. Put a blob of that on. You're sorted. All right. So make sure that you check your medical preps. All right. Are you running a bit low on certain things? Have you run out of plasters? Have you got any steri wipes? All of these things. And also have a think about the things I mentioned earlier. Okay. The blood pressure monitor. You just wrap it around your arm, press a button, and it gives you where your blood pressure is. Your blood oximeter, which is like a clothes peg, it clips on your finger. It gives you a readout of how much oxygen is in your blood. Anything over 97 is good. Anything below that, you might need to go and seek medical attention. Typically, if you smoke a lot, it might bring it down a bit. But yeah, if you get under, say, 96, 95, 90, that's not good. Okay, you need to have oxygen in your blood. You can get them for a tenner. I don't know if I'll put them on my Amazon page. I'm not sure. But anyway, make sure you've got those things in your kit, because you can literally keep an eye on how you or your partner or your daughter or your son, whatever it is, whilst they're at home. And if things aren't looking good, that's the point where you take them to a doctor or the hospital. Now, like I said, my experience at the hospital was an absolute frigging nightmare. Really, really bad. Hereford Hospital, I couldn't understand it, but they had ambulances going to Hereford Hospital from the West Midlands. So basically, it's Mid Wales and North Wales all get sent to Hereford. All of West Midlands go to Hereford and Hereford itself. That's an awful lot of stress on Hereford Hospital. When you go into A&E and it's quite serious, like we were, we went into this room and there was 5 beds in there. So when you think about all of those people in an area and you've only got 5 little beds, that's why the ambulances are parked outside. So as soon as the obs are done on those beds, etc., then they can go into fit to sit, which is a nightmare. You just literally disappear off the system. And when you finally go through that and you get given a bed, they stick you in a corridor. I'm not joking, people. I'm going to share the screen. So this is basically the sort of thing which we saw. I couldn't believe it. I've heard it, but I've not seen it with my own eyes. All of this sort of stuff right here is real. It's absolutely shocking. Now, we all know that we've had X amount of people come into the country, and all that's done is that's put a massive strain on an already struggling National Health Service. Moreover, the A&E departments here in the United Kingdom. It was a shock to me. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, my God, are we in the Lebanon now? Is this what it's come to? So yeah, basically, I didn't want to go on too long. I just wanted to point out there that yes, I've been absent. I'm back. I'm not 100%, but I feel well enough to start making some content. And I will be going live tonight. So make sure that you've got your notifications turned on so you don't miss that. And we've got some cool news and cool plans coming up. So we're just going to have a look at the chat before I sign off. Squirrel Sniper, hey bro, it was in a trolley for 11 hours with shattered spine. Oh my God, a shattered spine. Christ, that was 15 years ago. Damn, dude, that's quite serious. What else have we got here? Gentile, thanks for becoming a member as well. I really appreciate your help supporting the channel. I've had some emergency situations during my long life. Recently, a detached retina. Oh, jeez. But on my own health advocate. Yeah, honestly, if you don't take care of your own health or try and manage it as best you can, and you're going to hand over your power to doctors, hospitals, that you can do a fair bit yourself. I believe we're all grown-ups, we're all adults, we're all preppers. We should be taking responsibility for ourselves. And if you haven't got an emergency kit, a medical kit, seriously start thinking about it, people. If you're stuck at home, yeah, you're going to suffer if you've not got any medical stuff on your person in your house. John Knox, good to see you, bro. I've had the same experience of NHS. It's terrible. Filthy. Yeah, it is. It opened my eyes, dude. I am not kidding. Mark, oxygen stats are dependent on each person. Yep, fair enough. Stats over 92%. COPD stats, but bloody hell, below 92%. Damn, that's serious. I think what I'm talking about is the average person. Okay, so when you go in there, and we're just going by what the doctors and nurses, when Rachel's blood went down to, I think it was 92, they said this is quite concerning. So yeah, everyone's different, I suppose. One button checks your blood pressure. Doesn't check your blood pressure. This little thing on your finger, it checks your blood oxygen and your beats per minute of your heart. If you want blood pressure, you need to get the strap that goes around your arm and inflates, and it checks your blood pressure. But yeah, I suppose you're right in a way, because that needs one button. Yeah, Kane, someone else said that. Where I haven't got a weightlifting belt. It's not a bad idea, actually. Do you know what? If I'm lucky in a charity shop and see one, I might get one. I've got no intention of lifting weights, but if my back goes again, that's a good idea. Appreciate that, dude. Liz, good to see you, honey. Aintree Hospital, Liverpool is awful. Husband left, Keft, for 19 hours and walked out in the end. Yeah, that's what we did. We was there 23 hours. We just had enough and discharged ourselves. We waited for an hour for them to do the discharge papers. And we thought, sod you, we just left. I had to take care of the situation from then on. This is Deep South Texas Prepper. Good to see you. The best thing I found is what does that say? Adirondack chair. Adirondack chair. Never heard of it. You lean forward, pulls the pressure off to have spinal. Oh, jeez, that sounds bad. Oh, sorry about that. That's a nightmare. Yeah, cool. I think, in actual fact, I think I've got that one on my Amazon page, and the one I found is a bit cheaper than that. But yeah, they're good. Omrons are good. I think that's the one I've got. Quinine, yeah, I remember making that actually. Did you know quinine you can make yourself by, I think it was grapefruit skin. Bring it to a boil, steep it, let it cool, and you got pure quinine. You can get it from tonic water, but you only get like 3%. Quinine, yeah, you get that from grapefruits. Iodine solution as well. Yeah, my mate Pete Maverick was saying about iodine. I've got some of that in my trauma kit, but I think I should have that in my in-house kit, as it were. So yeah, anyway, it's good to see you guys. It's really good to be back. I've missed you guys a lot. So check out the notifications for tonight. Okay, we're going to go live tonight. I don't know what time, so make sure you check your notifications, and hopefully we'll see you in the chat tonight. You guys take care. Thanks for watching, and stay funky.